Military Tycoon Game Pass is ranked. Which ones suck, which ones don't, which ones are worth your time, and which ones should you pass on? I'm going to be giving you my opinion on all of them. And tied for last is Autocollect and the Attack Dog. So let's start with Autocollect. Why is it last? It's really convenient to have, but it's definitely not one of the first Game Passes I would get, especially because Military Tycoon saves your cash in your cash machine when you leave. So it's not like some of the other games where if you leave the game and you had like $1 million in the cash machine you forgot to collect, it's gone forever. No, you can log right back in and go grab that. Super cool feature there, but it makes it where the autocollect just isn't as worth it as it would be in some other games. I think if they lower the price a little bit, it would rank a little higher on the list for me, but for right now, it's in last. And the Attack Dog, this is another one that's okay to have, but it's definitely not my first choice. So there's two words in this Game Pass, attack and dog. They did a great job with the dog part. It's cute, it's cuddly, it follows you around, it's really nice to have, but they kind of failed on the attack part. It'll attack other players for sure, but I tested this thing out on a fortress, then just stood there and watched me get shot by the guards. Not a very good attack dog. I've also had several times during my streams especially when I just plain forget about the dog and then I look around and it's not even there. So definitely not the most loyal companion either. Now at number 14 we have the Tank Game Pass, or the Super Tank Game Pass. This one used to be more worth it, but with all the jets out there bombing you and also plenty of other options you can get for free from like events and stuff like that, it's just not as worth it anymore. If you already have all the other Game Passes and you want to get this one to complete your collection, go for it, but this is another one I definitely wouldn't start out with. Right above that one at number 13 we have the Merkava Tank. This one gets a few extra points because it's a lot faster and stronger, and you don't need a second person to use the machine gun turret on it. But one complaint I have is, why is it the only Game Pass vehicle that has gem upgrades? We're giving you real money for this, Military Tycoon. Why do we have to spend our hard-earned gems to unlock this Game Pass's full potential? Up next at number 12 we have the Super HIMARS. I think it's listed in the vehicle list as just the rocket truck. This is another one that was okay when it first came out, but the F-35 and all the other jets have just made it incredibly hard to use. The rockets do pack a punch, but unless you're really good at the game, you're more than likely going to get blown up before you take down those jets. Up next at number 11, we have the Apache helicopter. Again, the problem with this one is jets. And you could even argue that this one is slightly worse than the ground vehicles in that regard, because you're in the air and you're a much easier target for lock-ons and stuff. It also doesn't help that the missiles don't work on this thing anymore, or they took them away. I don't know what happened there. But I still put it higher than the ground vehicles because it can fly, and the explosive machine gun rounds are really nice to have. Coming in at number 10, we have the drone upgrade, unlimited drone battery. Obviously, this one will depend on how often you use drones. If you're a casual player of Military Tycoon, I wouldn't really recommend this one, but I will say it's really good for messing with people if that's your thing. At number 9, we have the anti-air RPG. Much like the Super HIMARS, you're probably not going to win a one-on-one fight with a lot of the stronger jets out there, but if you're in a situation where you're in a dogfight with another jet and you have to jump out because your jet's about to be destroyed, but theirs is like low health too, this can be really useful for getting that last hit on them and taking them down. It also works okay as a replacement for the regular RPG. You know, it's still explosive, so it's one I always like to carry around. At number 8, we have the fighter jet, the A-10 Warthog. This one used to be ranked much higher on my list, but again, Military Tycoon has given us so many options for free jets through events and stuff like that, and also the F-35 with the gold lock-on upgrade has proven to be much stronger than this one. I think I've heard the F-18 with the power upgrade, which is only 399 Robux versus the 1899 you need for the fighter jet, is much stronger too. I think I've heard that. If you missed out on those events and you don't have access to those jets, this one can still take down most other jets. I know they just recently modified it where you can't really shoot unlimited missiles anymore, but now it ignores flares. Maybe that'll change soon. I don't know. But for right now, this one sits at number 8 on my list. At number 7, we have the Extra Soldier upgrade. Probably not one of the first Game Passes you should get, but definitely one of the ones you should eventually get if you're able to. You know, it's always nice to have an extra medic or grenadier or a juggernaut on your team. Makes things really useful there. Not much else to say about this one. And kind of similar to that, at number 6, we have the Hypersonic. This one ranks high because it's just super convenient. I use it a lot. Obviously, it applies to all the jets. So even if you can't afford the A-10, you can always turn the biplane or any jet into a super fast vehicle. It's great for getting across the map quickly. It's great for getting out of a tough situation. At only 200 Robux, this one's just incredibly useful, and I've gotten a whole lot of value out of it. Kicking off our top 5, we have the Scar. I use this one all the time. Great damage, great range, makes taking fortresses easy. It's helped me a lot with some of the events too. And at only 200 Robux, it's another one I've gotten a whole lot of value out of. At number 4, we have the Super Soldier upgrade. This is another one of the cheapest Game Passes, but it's super useful. It just gives you more money, which is always good, especially if you're starting out, and just makes it super easy to save up, buy all those buildable vehicles, and then have cash stored up for any time Military Tycoon releases another buildable. And for that same reason, Double Cash comes in at number 3 on my list. You get an X1 cash boost. That's it. It's super useful. And then tied for number 2 is double HP and VIP. One gives you 1x cash, an awesome VIP tag, and 15 HP. The other one obviously gives you double HP. So this one really depends on your playstyle. If you prefer to stay away from PvP and just kind of build up your Tycoon and keep to yourself, I would definitely go with the VIP. But if you're planning on going out, capturing fortresses, raiding bunkers, and stuff like that, then the double HP is the one you're going to want to go with. Now, I will say I was a little bit confused here, because if you look at the description for double cash, it says X1 cash boost. And then if you look at the description for VIP, it says X1 cash boost, an awesome VIP tag, and 15 HP. But it's cheaper. You get more with a VIP, but it's cheaper. So I don't know if that's intentional or what, but definitely be wary of that. And number 1 on my list, the Game Pass I use probably more than anything, is the Explosive Sniper. This one is pricey, but I've gotten a lot of value out of this one. I use it all the time. If you come to my streams, you know I always reach for this one first if I'm in trouble. It's great for PvP, great for defending your bunker from unwanted guests. You can even troll people with it. I wouldn't recommend it because that's not very nice. But yeah, this one easily gets my top spot. It's one of the most expensive ones, but I also use it so much that I feel like it's worth it. And that's everything. Again, this is just my opinion. Let me know yours. Did I get the rankings right? Did I mess up somewhere? I'd love to hear your thoughts on these. And I hope this helped you out if you're thinking about maybe getting one of the Game Passes. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what we should rank next, and have an awesome day. You deserve it. Really. You really deserve it. Good.